What's going on, guys? My name is Sam.
I'm Sadie.
And in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the ways in which I guess we've struggled the last few weeks with just distractions and things pulling us away from the things that are really, truly important.
So in this video, we want to talk about steps that we're going to take to help eliminate our distractions and focus on the right things, and maybe tips that you would like to take as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I just kind of want to jump into the video. I started a new job recently. I've just been so busy and so overwhelmed. I'm in the sales industry, so I'm talking to people on the phone all day, every day. So it's exhausting and it's mentally fatiguing. And so a lot of the time when I get home, you know, and Sadie works all day too, so I'll get home and then we'll sit down on the couch together and we just want to completely turn our minds off. And so it's been really hard to even feel like we have the mental capacity to do anything more social, anything, you know. The real thing that I feel like I've been slacking on is reading my Bible. Because I've honestly, and I'm ashamed to say this, but I just sometimes just straight up forget about it. I'm so distracted with, you know, what time do I need to wake up tomorrow? You know, how much time do I have, you know, with Sadie before I need to really start thinking about going back to sleep? Because I've just been so busy.
Well, plus the last week, our air conditioner broke and our fridge broke. So that's been just a nightmare to deal with. We're in an apartment right now. So just all of the things have been distracting us and keeping us from just being able to just eliminate distractions. The fridge situation was really bad. Yeah, very bad, to the point where, and we will insert a photo of this. Trigger warning.
Yeah,
this was my nightmare.
Yeah, if you guys are squeamish, or if you think that you might throw up if you see something really gross, don't look. But Sadie left some pineapple juice, or I guess we left some pineapple juice in our fridge.
You could see the light coming out of the fridge because the door was pretty much opened.
Yeah, it's like the seal was broke on the fridge. And so Sadie has kind of a history of just kind of drinking stuff even if it smells bad or tastes kind of funny.
That is not true.
It's very true.
You better tell them the truth, buddy.
I am telling them the truth, because you will smell milk, you'll be like, I don't know, and then you'll take a drink of it.
No, I tell you to take a sip of it. See if you think it's sour.
And I don't do it because I'm a sane person, but Sadie, for some reason, likes to drink sludge. So, you know, I just provided the picture for proof. But she literally drank like this, you know, disgusting tea bag looking slug thing. She didn't actually get it in her mouth.
We're getting so inside the point.
But even with all of that stuff going on, like, I understand and I realize that that's the kind of thing that Satan is going to try to do, and that he has tried to do in our lives and in lots of other people's lives. You know, there's always been this old adage that, like, if Satan can't, you know, make you sin, like, he's just gonna make you busy. And not loving the Lord, not seeking after the Lord, spending time with him, you know, that's the worst thing for us as Christians, because we just get saturated and filled up with all this worldly stuff. Like, I have this passion for, you know, being able to support Sadie, which is a wonderful thing in and of itself, but those things can end up becoming idols. Those things can become something that, you know, ends up not being a good thing, being a sinful thing, because it takes you away from what's truly important in life. I know for me, I have discovered that I am struggling with, like, screen time. Whether it's, I know that you laugh about it, but, like, I've gotten better, but even, like, as soon as I get off work, because I work in accounting, I just want to turn my mind off and just watch a show, or just, like, scroll on my phone or do something. But that will get to a point where it's, like, so distracting, where I'll just want to have something to listen to while I'm going about my daily task. And a lot of the time I'll just have, like, political stuff that I'm listening to, or just current events, which obviously none of that is going to edify me or make me feel better. So Sam has recently challenged me to watch things that are wholesome, that are pure, that are going to uplift me, because nothing that I am currently distracting myself with is encouraging me or encouraging my walk. So that's something for me that has been a big struggle. We even learned last week during our midweek service at church the importance of eliminating the busyness in your life sometimes.
how important it is for the Sabbath day to really, really rest. Like, there's a reason that God tells us to rest. It's because we need to rest. We're told, at least in Western culture, busy, busy, busy. Time is money. Like, continue to hustle. From a Christian perspective, you need rest. Hustle and bustle is not what's gonna make you more like Christ.
Yeah.
So that's just stuff that we're learning, stuff that we are gonna try to implement more. Life has been literally so crazy since Sam got his job, specifically because now we have 2 full-time jobs that we're having to figure out and balance. And then as soon as we get off work, because he'll get off work at 5, I'll get off work, it just depends on the day with accounting. And then after that, we're like, okay, well, we've got to prep for this week's video, or we've got to go grocery shopping, or we've got to go XYZ, and the list goes on and on and on. And there's just some days where we just have to say no to stuff. We have to just rest. We have to prioritize the right things. Because sometimes, just like Sam said, if Satan can't make you sin, he's going to make you busy.
Just like the pastor was talking about, our teacher in the midweek service, a no to one thing is a yes to another thing. So, Sadie and I would love to be able to do more responding to comments, do more of engaging with you guys. I mean, that's something that I honestly wanted to make an entire video about, but I'm just going to kind of briefly cover it right now. We notice all of the support and the care that you guys put into your comments, and we're reading all of those, and we're seeing just how much our content, somehow the Holy Spirit is using it to help you guys and to encourage you. Some people it makes angry, but we're not going to talk about that. I just wanted to just say thank you so much to anyone that's commenting, that's still sticking around and watching our content, because for the past few weeks, I haven't been able to really dive into talking with you guys, and that's one of the things that I'm so passionate about. Like Sadie and I both, we talk about the things that you guys say to us and that you comment and that you message, good or bad, all the time. I mean, Sadie and I we'll be walking around the house, and Sadie will come up to me and she'll be like, "Did you see what this person wrote? Like, it was so sweet." And then I'll come out and say, look at what this person said, and I can't believe this person's story, and all this different stuff. And we pray, when we see something where someone's struggling. I mean, please do not think that because we're not able to answer all of your comments at this point that it doesn't mean that we care, because we care so much, and we want so badly to be able to spend more time with this ministry.
Yeah, I know that for me, which I don't know if it's like an OCD thing or maybe like a perfectionist thing in me. Sam has noticed this about me, where if I respond to one of y'all's comments, I will write a paragraph depicting all of these details. Like, I will just go into so much depth responding to anybody's comment that I respond to. And then I'll have Sam proofread it. And
that was what I was about to say. She'll always come on to me and she'll be like, "Sam, is this okay to say?" So I'm like, "You're your own person, honey. Like, you can handle this. You're doing a good job."
If I start responding to everyone's comments like I want to respond to, it will take up my whole life. I want to make sure that I show all of you that I care about you, that I'm recognizing, anything that you say or what you DM me or anything. I just want to make sure that y'all feel loved and cared for, because y'all very much are cared for.
Yeah, if your comment has not been responded to, just know that there has probably been a woman about 23 years old that has looked at your comment and said, "Oh my goodness, I want so badly to respond to this, but how am I going to find the time to give it the thought and the love that it requires?"
Okay, we wanted to give a couple tips of some things that we're implementing to kind of eliminate those distractions in our lives, and maybe they'll be helpful for y'all as well. This video's kind of been all over the place, kind of filling y'all in on the gaps of what's going on, what will be going on. So we did want to give y'all a few tips on maybe some things that y'all want to work on, because I know that all of us on Sunday morning, when we get the notification of what our screen time is, I know that all of us are slightly ashamed.
Well, some more than others. I'm pretty ashamed.
Okay, so here's 3 tips of things that you can implement to eliminate the distractions in your life.
Let's go rapid fire.
The number one thing for me was to limit my screen time and then to make myself less busy. So when I get off my phone, when I just stop looking at screens, I need to be doing something productive. I need to be reading my Bible, reading a book, listening to a sermon or worship music that's going to edify me. So when you're eliminating those distractions, specifically like phones, make sure that you are replacing that with something that's actually going to benefit you. So it's not like you're replacing your distraction with another distraction. You're replacing it with something that's actually going to grow you into a better person.
Yeah, like I'm not going to look at my phone today, so I'll just watch TV instead. You know,
I'm going to go play video
games.
Yeah,
social media fast, but let's watch a marathon of something on TV.
Yeah.
So another one for me, this is one that I've really felt convicted about recently, is just understanding that even the most important things in this life to us, you know, completely pale in comparison to what's truly important. Like I was reading Psalms yesterday, and it talked about that a house that is not, you know, you can build a house, but if the Lord didn't build it, like it's going to crumble, like it won't stand. No matter what you do, if God is not the center of your life, none of it's going to matter. And so I have to understand that with work, you know, if I'm slaving away on that and all of my mind goes towards that, none of it matters if God just says, you know what, you need to focus on me right now. Focus on your relationship with me, and I'll pour into your relationship with your wife, pour into your relationship with your family, with your friends, you know, all of that different stuff. And God is not a God of just, you know, materialism. It's not like, hey, pour into your relationship with me and I'll give you all the things you want. But
by pouring into those relationships, like, I feel like your cup will be refilled.
Absolutely.
At least for me, when I get to hang out with my godly friends, I truly feel so uplifted in my faith, and I feel so encouraged at that point to be like, let's dive in. Like, let's just go so hard on pursuing the Lord. Like, if you have those people in your life, when you're eliminating those distractions and you have people that are there to challenge you and encourage you, that's just going to help you tremendously.
Absolutely, yeah. And being able to say no to some of your other things and just saying, hey, I'm just going to go hang out with my friends and go talk about Jesus for a while, you know, and just talk about what's been getting you down. If you don't have a few friends in your life that are willing to kind of discuss with you all the ways that you've been, you know, maybe struggling with your faith or different things like that, you got to find some friends that you can do that with, because you're really missing out.
And number 3, I put, let the Sabbath day truly be a day of rest. I know that a lot of people on your Saturdays, you want to get stuff done. You've worked throughout the whole week, but just, if you can, try to eliminate that hustle. Try to eliminate that rush of, I've got to do all these things on my to-do list. That's something for me that I recognize that I struggle with, because on weekends I want to be like, okay, well, we have to make plans. Like, it's our one free day. Like, you know, we go to church the next day. We've got to just do this and this and this. But sometimes we need that rest. Like, sometimes we need to recharge. We need to just say no, and we need to just have a day of truly resting. And that's something that I notice in myself that I don't allow myself to do, is to truly rest from things, because it is really so important. And that's something that I've recently realized is how important true rest is, and just eliminating the pressure of the hustle and bustle.
I completely agree. Although we are going this weekend on this insanely long trip to do something that we'll share about later. So that's not really going to be a chance to recharge.
Yeah, we're going to vlog it though.
That's true, we are going to vlog it. But
Yeah,
it's
I'm
still
surprised you told them.
not necessarily recharging.
20-hour road trip.
Yay! Anyway, guys, we love every single one of you, and we can't wait to see you guys again next week.